Teresita Blanco. As long as Eric could remember, he had been suffering from the same recurring dream. It was part of the reason why he did not live near the beach, even though he could. Whenever he went on vacation, he always made certain to stay in a hotel that was at least 6 stories tall. Eric could not remember when this fixation or night terror began. For as long as he could remember, the same dream would haunt him. There were some variations here and there, but the overall theme was the same. A tsunami would come, and he would drown along with his family. This would always occur while indoors. He would look out the window, and then a wave would enter and throw water and debris. Eric was not afraid of drowning. He knew from experience that it was not the most unpleasant sensation. Still, what he did dread was not knowing. He felt that there was a sort of Damocles hanging over his head. Any minute, at any moment, it would fall. The sword did fall on Eric, but not in the way he had expected. At the age of 37, he had burned out. Following the advice from his psychologist, he decided to take a prolonged vacation with his family. Together with his wife, his teenage son, and his mother and his sister, he decided to visit Tahiti. More specifically, he went to Teaputo City. Over the course of a decade, the small village had developed under the backbone of its amazing surf. Despite his recurrent dream, Eric quite enjoyed surfing. The adrenaline and focus the sport required was enough to make him forget all his worry. Even the nightmares seemed to occur less whenever he was just chilling by the coast. On his second week of vacation, Eric was surfing as usual when someone bumped into him. The stress of the other person's surfboard knocked him into the water. It took 20 minutes for the rescue to reach him. When he awoke, he was inside his room. His mother, holding his hand, told him, "You suffered a small injury, son." Eric made a motion to stand, but his wrists felt like they were on fire. Still somewhat agitated and disoriented, Eric rose from his bed. His mother got up and went to fetch the doctor, who was in the other room. Slowly, Eric made his way towards the window. With each step he gave, he felt himself drawing closer to his destiny. The moment he laid eyes on the window, he saw it. The wave crashed against the window, pushing him against the wall with all his fury. The wave was incredibly large, and it made all its way out to the fourth floor. The door bent with the rushing water, and Eric mustering all of his strength, he made a motion to make it to the other room. He found his family, and all he managed to say was "climb." Together they made their way towards the stairs to get higher and higher. Eventually they made it to the 3rd floor. It was then when the hotel got taken out of its foundation. It tilted and it crashed into another large structure. A hole in the wall opened, and Eric saw the exposed segment of a much taller, sturdier structure. He helped his mother and his family out before forcing himself to stand. All the while, he was keenly aware of the growing pains in his sides. While they walked up the new structure, the floor gave way below his sister. Finally, he said, "I suppose," and he caught her before she fell, "I suppose we do have time to carefully consider the matter. Let us all say and run as if the devil was after us." "It sure seems that way, Father," said his son. While they ran, they were able to take stock of their surroundings. It seemed to them that they were inside a factory or a laboratory. More and more the water rose, and they just couldn't seem to find the stairs. Eventually they saw a small squatting escalators, and Eric was the last in line. He fell down with the stairs. He told his family to keep going, that he was going to find another way out. While looking about, he saw a frightened local maiden. He recognized her as Pania, the hotel manager. Like a frightened bird, she clung to the first familiar face. He asked, he pushing her aside, he said, I'm injured, and I remember." Together they swam through the murky water as the ceilings got closer and closer. After 30 minutes of searching, they found a door with a stair symbol. The only problem was opening it. He started to pound and push at the door. Still the water kept rushing in, and it made it almost impossible to open the door. Before running out of air, the door opened, and a steely cold hand grabbed Eric before helping the other maiden reach the other side. After climbing a couple of steps, Eddie took a moment to get a closer look at the person who had saved them. He was greeted by two pairs of large artificial eyes. The face was designed to resemble an anime maiden, with a small nose and mouth. The hair was white and blue. The body was ball jointed like a doll, and the clothing was in rags and tears due to the damage caused by the debris of the tsunami. The robot said to Eric, "Do you require some assistance?" Hard or wide, there was a robot in Tahiti of all places. It was not even worth considering. Eric made a motion to take another step, but his legs finally gave way. Now waiting for an answer, the robot maiden placed Eric over her shoulder, and she started to climb, with the other maiden tagging along. The alternative route brought Eric to a computer room with an elevated control panel. He sat in a large chair, and before him there was a window that overlooked something that resembled another facility. There was a large number of people in lab coats floating upside down. Eric naturally assumed that they had drowned. The robot maiden pressed a couple of buttons in the room, and as it elevated till they reached the 7th floor. Over there, Eric caught up with his family and the other survivor. After half an hour of waiting, a person was yelling for survival. He was driving about, looking about the ruined building. Eddie boarded the rescue boat with the help of the robot maiden and the other survivor. And he chuckled when he recognized the face of the surfer guy that had bumped into him just a few hours ago. The end.